My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire Modded. We're going to be continuing Beaked the Cultist. Whew. Obtain a random rare card, encounter a random event. Random event. Okay, I actually can't get two of those elites in the early path. So wow, I can actually only fight a maximum of 2 elites this floor. That's kind of enforced safety right there. That's actually a line with 4 midline upgrades as well as that. Hell yes. Let's go for the random event. Upgrade or lose ceremony. We'll upgrade it. It does occasionally feel like, especially on first shuffle, ceremony being can be like one of the worst cards in the deck. But obviously, it's so foundational to all the strategies that you can use after that that that's not really the case. Should still just double defend here and then triple strike next turn for the kill. Yep, that'll get it done. Huh. I do like Roost. Do really like Roost. We're going to have to get some early relics before we can really decide what direction this build is going in, though. More than happy to take 1 damage here because remember, I was going to say, but instead I was trying to say again. The Mending Plumage is whenever you play a card, heal for 1 HP. On double strike. That'll get it done. Alright. Overexert, double your energy. For each energy gain, lose 3 HP. Upgrades to lose 2 HP. That is really pricey for us. It would help us play the ceremonies in our first shuffle, though. Then there's Raven's Hex, rather. Apply 6 Languid with a Wither value of 1, and it's apply 6 Languid and Decrepit on the upgrade. Languid being fighters with Languid deal 1 less attack damage per stack. It is reduced by 1 at the end of each turn, and fighters with Decrepit suffered 1 extra damage from each stack, from attacks for each stack of Decrepit, and is reduced by 1 per turn. That's pretty powerful. It's just we would play it commonly during fights, which makes it really, really difficult. Like, we would have to constantly be withering it, or rather reverse withering it. But that's okay. We've got a lot of rests over the course of this floor. And if we choose our paths opportunely later on, we can have that there as well. Okay. Huntress Spirit, the next skill is played twice. Gain dex equal to its cost. The problem with that almost immediately comes to mind, which is it will double Wither Raven's Hex. And that's kind of the only thing I'd really want to double play there. Second Raven's Hex. Yep, doing it. Oh, couldn't have saved it for this fight. That is to say, the explosive potion. First blood's been officially drawn. At least we've got some ritual now. Alright. We should be able to worm our way back into reasonable HP by the end of this fight, depending on just a couple draws. I don't want to use a single Raven's Hex in order to try and take out a Spike Slam here. Saves me 5 HP, but it withers. Just a bit too much. Okay. Turns like this are excellent for our HP total. Just get to stand there and play defense for a turn? Hell yes, more than happy to. Not going to stall out fights, though. Survival Instincts. Do I want to go with the Survival Instincts artifact builds? I'm going to try it. It's reverse withering on our only withered card. And then upgrade... Probably both of the Raven techs needs to be upgraded as quickly as possible. Or rather, each of them need to be upgraded as soon as possible. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Ow. Survival Instinct here doesn't even allow me to play a ceremony. Okay, at least we got Roost this turn. Final ceremony. Definitely want to extra defend that turn, because now we've got 4 damage coming in at the end of a turn. That's not enough to kill the kinetic pylon here. But with our thorns, it will be. Great. And now we just need to kill the electrical pylon. Sure. Took a bunch of our HP, but... Matroshka. The next 2 non-boss chests you open contain 2 relics. Well as probably none of those, let's be real. That's definitely reverse withering the upgraded version of the Raven's Hex, and I'm worried whether I should actually just upgrade the other Raven's Hex here. Yeah, probably should. Tiny Steamboat. Whenever you enter a rest site, put 2 cards from your draw pile into your hand at the start of your next combat, as well as a deflated dodgeball. You have 10% chance to dodge attacks. Another free reverse withering. And I'm thinking we finally upgrade the Survival Instinct so that we can play the ceremonies on the same turn. So which of these cards do I not want later is the question, right? Probably neither of those strikes. So now I'm going to Roost, Ceremony, use a single strike. The idea being that my ideal next hand is Survival Instincts and Ceremony. Didn't get that. I think it is still pretty important that we play that ceremony, though. Because we don't have scaling strength, we just have nothing for this fight, frankly. Alright, there's your extra hit from Decrepit. Probably still feel like we're going to lose this fight, though. Yeah, like right now, unless I play the Survival Instincts. Which just seems like a bad idea. Alright. Backline it down. Still alive. Just very barely. Only just had enough strength to get that kill that turn. Saved us a bunch of HP as well. So it looks like playing that extra ritual did work out in the end. Should have played the defend first there, though. More bank. Whenever you climb a floor, gain 12 gold. No more works when you spend any gold at a shop. Gain 1 intangible. Gain 5 block and lose 4 dex. We don't want that. Ritual of Body actually seems like it suits this deck right now. This is a very slow deck. And when I say it's a slow deck, I mean I don't know if it actually can accomplish anything at all. Very little faith in this deck. Finally got a ceremony out there. Not being weakened, so we should be able to kill with relative ease. In a wee while, at least. This should set me up for just a double strike next turn. No, we just won't get that. That's okay, though. Just more HP for me. Sacrificial Scars. Lose 6 HP, gain 2 max HP. You cannot heal for 3 turns. It really feels like if you do get that, you need to get it early. But we don't heal well enough to utilize that. It feels like it's, if we were in a great position, we could do that. Let's reverse Withering on this Raven text first. Then we will smith the Ritual of Body. We can actually start stacking a reasonable amount of plated armor. We'll be in a good position. They've only got 1 attack here on the first turn, so I don't actually just want to pull out Survival Instinct and everything else like that. We're gonna have a lot of difficulty killing this Gremlin Wizard in time. Now I'm no longer going to be weakened, so it's possible we kill this Gremlin Wizard. Or not, that's fine too, it looks like. Don't get to play any of my ceremonies there either. Hopefully we dodge the attack. Do not. Hell yes, Ritual of Body. Get me that plated armor. Finally, something I can actually do. Alright, alright, alright. Remove all of your debuffs from Bounce Back. We can use that to remove the Entanglement from Survival Instinct. That's about it, though. Does upgrade to cost 1. Foresight next turn, gain an energy, as well as 5 block, upgrades to 8 and 2. I actually am slightly interested in that. We'll reverse with the Raven's Hex here, and probably upgrade Foresight. That extra energy on the first shuffle is going to help us play those ceremonies, hopefully. Once upon a time in a magical grove, we'll go for something slothful because we want time for our strength to build up before we fight the false log of all in here. Random relic effect, sure, 3 slimes to the hand. We got the relic effect of Kunai. Play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 dex. That's not going to be super relevant to us, I feel. Definitely Anger the Mushrooms here. I'm feeling like it's probably a Survival Instinct turn. I put the effect on the Fable Spinner, so the Fable Spinner's attacks don't do as negative effects to us. Heal 10 HP, gain 1 dex, or a random relic effect as well as a regret. We'll go for the random relic effect as well as a regret. And we got Mercury Hourglass. At the start of your turn, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Pretty happy to have it. we'll take a large single chunk of damage here, but it doesn't take away a bunch of our defense. We'll lose our defending ability, because that seems like the least relevant thing to us. Out of the available options, at least. Definitely beasts here, though. Woo! Hell of a lot summoned on the board right now. Don't have enough to actually straight up kill a single target either. Any single target, in fact. Dodged that attack. Beautiful. Dodged another. Hell yes. Take 2 damage 2 times? Sure. Does feel at this point we do have to finish the False Lagavulin, though. Just feels like we have to. Sure, let's become Hex. We mostly play attacks at this point in the game anyway. Oh, I forgot about the ritual components. Yeah, that's my bad. This Hex isn't going to be good for us. Not going to be good for us at all. I'll take the 12. Goes entirely against my remaining block, happily. Same again, it looks like. Yep, just take the 12. And beautiful. Fable Spinner is finally out of here. That's our first floor win. So we are basically only winning off of the back of the fact that the plated armor, ritual of body rather, is particularly effective for us. So add 3 quests to your quest log, as well as an adrenaline potion. Know thy foe. Add a random elite card to your hand. I do really like that. Upgrades that only cost 2. Yeah, we'll take it. Alright, Forbidden Bikini. Gain energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer interact with merchants. So I still get to keep my money for events. I just can't use it in merchants. Weird. Draw 1 more card each turn. Retain up to 1 card each turn. Extra choice on card reward screens. On pickup, gain a potion slot, and you cannot skip rewards. As well as Heavy Snack. Add 2 curses to the bottom of your draw pile at the start of combat. Every time you smith, upgrade 3 more random cards. I'm going to take Heavy Snack. I'm going to start taking a bunch of cards, and I'm going to start upgrading all of them. It's going to be ridiculous. There's a 3 elite path with a really early shop here. I'm happy to take it. It also has 3 midline rests. Damn. Should have just used the adrenaline potion in order to play another ceremony there. I can see this being a problem. Okay, let's know thy foe, I think, here. We got Nob's Rage. Whenever you're attacked, gain 2 strength. Alright. Yeah, the big problem here is we just don't have damage in the deck, so we get to the point like this and just start taking a ridiculous amount. Okay. Alright, at least we're set up for the kill next turn, but good lord, that took a lot of our HP, so I'm not feeling comfortable in our ability to kill elites. Ooh. Lose 12 HP, gain 1 ritual. Yes. Do like that. Drop the Moorbank off to the... off to north here? Sure, I'm about to go to a shop and buy a bunch, so yeah, take the Moorbank. We also get Loth, triples the chance of finding rare cards from combat rewards, sure, and then spend money in a shop. Inflatable hammer. Start each combo with 3 strength. Whenever you play an attack, lose 1 strength this turn. So that can actually be bad. Right? Because it can actually remove a bunch of strength if you're playing enough attacks. We don't play many attacks in a single turn, though, so it's useful for us. There's another Ritual of Body here, which is not escaping my vision. There's also 2 Ritual components to hand. Every time we play a skill this turn, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Ritual component is 0 cost skill that draws a card. Oh, okay, so this is a companion piece to the Awakened One ceremony. Right? Because aren't those ritual components the same? I'm thinking I probably want Ritual of Body, Bag of Preparation, Inflatable Hammer. Pain and Amnesia sit in the bottom of the deck right now. Yikes. Definitely don't want that to go off. Good. Ritual Body at the start of your turn, gain 3 bladed armor. Cool. Just making sure that's going right. Know thy foe. Taskmaster's Torture. Deal 14 damage, apply 5 bleed. Hell yes, good dodge. Do I actually want to play anything this hand? Not really. That'll just remove all of those cards from my deck as well as the pain. Don't want to play anything this hand either. Our plated armor is just getting stronger over the course of this, so why would I play anything? So the enemy backline is just losing a bunch of HP. Yeah, bleed is at the end of its turn, so... Damn it. That was pretty poorly played on my part. God, this fuzzy die is strong when it does its multi-attacks here. I want to play a card each turn just because I want to heal, because it feels like we're just, like, not long for this world. At least as things currently stand. Okay. Easy. Let's go for a roost attack. Alright. Yeah, we're pretty well defended basically every turn at this rate. Pretty happy about that. And fuzzy die goes down. Beautiful. Game block equal to 6 times your strength, then lose all strength with a 1. We still haven't found any artifacting for this build, so I really don't think we're going with the build I was thinking of beforehand. Also, we don't actually build strength in this deck at this point. Obtain 5 random strike cards from any character and a perfected strike. We do have 6 strikes in the base deck. That would give us more aggression, which we're currently missing, as well as pad out the deck so we get further from the curses. Yeah, let's take it. So we get the perfected strike as... Whoa, another perfected strike. Okay, because we get a perfected strike as well as... Oh no, 5 other cards. Okay, that makes sense. So sneaky strike, stunning strike is pretty good. Mirror strike's not that great for us. Strike is not that great for us. Nor is sneaky strike. Luminous strike, it depends. I have to fight one elite here if I want to get all of the rests that I wanted, but if I fight that elite, I'm almost certainly dead. So I read these books, that's 15 of my HP gone? Sure. Milry's Codex. Wow, it wasn't even 15, it was 16 somehow. At the end of your turn, you may shuffle 1 of 3 random cards into your draw pile. Yeah, that's not going to save us. This deck just does not yet have a way to deal damage. We've got 1 HP. As much as I want to be upgrading this position, I have to rest, and that's just not going to help. Two more cards into my opening hand, eh? Let's go Blood Ritual as well as Survival Instinct. Then we Survival Instinct, Blood Ritual, and then play Ritual of Body. Put another Survival Instinct in the deck. The enemies are just going to outscale and out-effect me here. Sure, another Survival Instinct. Really definitely should have used the artifacting earlier. Prevent the Hex coming in. So Raven's Hex here is extremely effective. We use that as well as Foresight, but that's about it. Awakened Form. Costs 1 less for each boss killed. Cards cost 1. Damn it. Obviously not how I wanted this to go. We'll go Ceremony, Ceremony, Defend. Just do it naturally. Yeah, definitely don't want any of those in the deck. Now, unfortunately, since we don't have a Foresight played last turn, we now can't play the Awakened Form, which is what we were really hoping to be able to do. Know Thy Foe. I don't know if Know Thy Foe can give us anything that's going to be particularly powerful here. Put a Stunning Blow in the deck. This is really good. The Nilri's Codex can generate a bunch of cards that have Wither effects that I don't care about. Just because I'll never see the cards again. Why would I care about their Wither effect? Alright, goodbye Chosen. We actually managed to survive that fight. I'm extremely surprised. Or a Calcum, if you earned your turn without block, gain 6 block, as well as the Top Hat. If you draw while your hand is full, draw an extra card next turn instead. Instead, I'll get the Sapphire Key there, though. Okay, this puts me on a deadline with an elite because I really want the rest position afterwards so I can start benefiting from this heavy snack. Know Thy Foe gives us the Knob's Rage. Whenever you're attacked, obtain 2 strength. Sure, I'll take a Volatile Misfortune here. Curses are unplayable, and we'll have some of those. Likely. Sure. Definitely take a core here. Don't need those, though. Affected Strike doing some work. The strikes I put in my deck are even doing some work at this point. Hell yes. And we'll just go for the straight up kill there. None of those, though. Elite be good. I think I'm going to take Crazy Rituals here. Playing some random extra cards seems like it could be super helpful. Definitely a Survival Instinct, Know Thy Foe. Reptimancer's Buy to play 999 weak and 999 vulnerable. Or just remove 2 artifacts, you know. One or the other. Wings of Steel is obviously really great for us. I'm not intangible, so I'm going to have a lot more difficulty playing the Blood Ritual here. Really feels like I still kind of need to play it. Wild Instinct. If you have less than 50% HP when drawn, deal a bunch of damage to all enemies. Seems right up our alley. Hell yes. Awakened Form. Not even going to be able to play it. Okay, just biding our time, just waiting. Everything will be A-okay. Just a little bit here. This does have the ability to heal at some point, though, which I believe it's probably kind of lining up to do right now. It's probably important that I get my other Ritual body out here. It seems relevant. Like a Screeching Chant as well. Sure. And just one more Ritual body. Why not, for old time's sake? Gain 1 intangible for every 10 strength you have. Lose all strength. Yeah, that's just really not our jam. Yeah, these fights are just going to be ridiculously slow until we have some sort of damage card. And we seem just so damn far from it. Yeah, there's your maintenance for a giant heal, as well as 2 artifacts as well. Damn. Hey, electrodynamics. Lightning now hits all enemies. $26 block at the end of a turn is not bad. Orichalcum plus plated armor is serious stuff. Wish I could stun the enemy here. Alas, I cannot. Machine Essence. Whenever you receive healing, heal an additional HP. Yeah, I can take that, and I can try and use this fight in order to basically just full heal. It's not a super interesting way to play it, but it is a viable way to do it. Alright. Cleanse. You took remove all your debuffs. You burnt it out of my deck. Lame. I was using that. Amplify. Okay, so this is deal damage equal to 4 times your current energy instead. So 52. I don't want that. We do that, and then we do the strike, and then just one more for old time's sake. Treaders. The first time you draw a status or a curse each combat, exhaust it and draw 1 card. Hell yes. Hey, there's the resilience. Finally, we were looking for that earlier. Now we'll use a free action on that Raven's Hex and smith a card. Finally, starting to get this stuff done. Hell yes, just upgrade a bunch of cards in my deck. Love it. All right, Nightmare. What do I want to put in this hand? I think Know Thy Foe is probably like one of the biggest things that I can pick up. Now I'm going to go with those 2. Then I'm going to Survival Instincts before I Resilience, Blood Ritual, and use the unupgraded Ceremony. Now, the primary reason behind this will prevent the Spire Blight from coming in from the enemy. Great. Which is 25% less damage on our part and 25% less block on our part, so quite effective. Knob's Rage, cool. We actually now want to incite the Nightmare to have the ability to attack us multiple times in single turns so that we can actually get a bunch of strength from Knob's Rage. If we're into that as our play strat. Should not have blocked there because of the Orichalcum. Forgot about that. Probably should have just taken P.E.K.K.A there. That's my bad. Alright. Know thy foe again. Heads Impatience. Whenever you play a card, gain 1 strength until the end of the turn. Sure. Wings of Steel as well. Beautiful. This Nilari's Codex is actually doing some serious work for us. Sure, I'll even take a Machine Essence here, happily. Okay. Let's go for that hit. And that one. Yep. Enemy is super languid, so they do very little damage when they're trying to do multiple hits. And they just give me a bunch of strength. If only I had another attack in that hand that would have actually changed the enemy's intent. Oh well. That's the intent change. We almost even take damage this turn, but instead just get a bunch of strength. And with that, oh gosh, actually we have to just play a bunch of cards. Yay! Still haven't got an attack to kill this. Hello, Machine Strike. Goodbye, Nightmare. Wax Seal. Relics in shops cost 20% less. At a shop, you can click it to activate. Borrow 100 gold. Add a curse to your deck until you pay it back. Obviously, we'll be dropping Venom and Skill here in order to take Black and Fairy. Evade seems necessary just because of how much HP we're missing. Every time you smith a card... Okay, so it has to be smithing a card in order to get this effect. Upgrade 2 random cards seems like a good idea. We don't actually have strikes in our deck. The Heavy Snake puts them in our deck at the start of combat, which is why I can't interact with them. Alright, and then we'll smith here, looking to hit evade, and just defend, and strike. Sure. So we've got Survival Instinct in the opening hand. The enemy is attacking for 16. I think I take Evade for extra energy and probably Ceremony, if not like Know Thy Foe. Know Thy Foe seems just more powerful. We'll take it. Okay, then we'll Survival Instinct, Evade... Resilience, Know Thy Foe for the Head's Impatience. Nice. Ceremony, and also pop a Blood Ritual at the very end. Incredibly effective turn right there for us. Take Wings of Steel, obviously. Foresight, Defend, Mirror Strike. We will put another Resilience in the deck. It does feel like this enemy is going to be providing enough debuffs to us that it's probably just going to be relevant. So both Rituals of Body here. Incredibly relevant. Unfortunately, we did lose two copies of our Ritual there, so we're not really getting stronger at the rate that we'd really like. But that seems like a later problem. This enemy doesn't attack ever 3 times in a single turn, so Liftoff is just going to halve their incoming damage. Enemy does intend to attack most turns, so Hexing doesn't seem like it would be useful here. Instead, we'll take Crazy Rituals. No, I don't want copies of Greed in my deck. It's ethereal. Permanently add a copy of this card to your deck. Gain extra 5 gold rather at the end of combat for each Greed in your deck. We don't need that. Do we? No, we don't need that. Probably none of those. We don't have good Rituals. We have Ritual of Body, which I don't think Screeching will double. Oh, it might double that. Because it does have the same ritual effect, and it does say ritual in its name. I'm not certain. I'll err on the side of it won't. Okay. So we're just gradually getting more and more powerful here, happily. Okay, so Blood Ritual. We'll also get some Foresight, and then start attacking again. Hell yes. Cool, great. So now we have a damage dealer in the deck as well. Easy stun. Draw a depleted card. We don't have depleted cards in this deck. Not really. Specialized circuitry was taken. Oh, and summoned. Great. Okay, so we want all of our orbs to be dark orbs. Sure. Deep Focus, Negation, Embrace. We'll take none. Our plated armor is now enough. It's just these fights take forever and don't really do anything. There we go. Core for a bunch of damage. Sure, more than happy to use a fast here, especially because we have the Luminous Strike. Champ's still not below half HP, so they're still not going to split. Oh my gosh, replays rewind? Sure. I did not know Crazy Rituals could get you black cards. That is ridiculous. With the amount of health losing effects in this character, it's actually possible that could have killed me. Ridiculous. Thankfully, instead of killing, it won the fight, and flawlessly no less. Wing Boots whenever you travel paths, or rather you may ignore paths when choosing the next room to travel to a couple of times. Obtain Potato. I think I've worked with that guy. Awakened form here, pre-upgraded? Sure. Not pre-upgraded, but it's got 2 cost reduction because we've fought 2 bosses already. Yeah. I am having energy problems, so I'm more than happy to take that. Platinum Phoenix. At the start of your turn, getting 2 extra energy, you can only play 1 cost cards, as well as the Severed Torchhead. And finally, Dimensional Glitch. Non-attack damage you deal is reduced by half. All non-attack damage you receive in combat is increased by half, rounding up. So that would increase the damage dealt to us from the Blood Ritual in particular. All in-combat healing you receive is reduced by half, rounding up. So that means that the Mending Plumage would still work. And we don't have many other healing sources in our deck. I think we take the Dimensional Glitch here. The other 2 have really, really, really vast downsides that I don't really think this deck can come to grips with and utilize. There's the Awakened form, easy. Not bad, not bad. Yes, this is about right. This is the kind of speed I wanted to be operating on beforehand. Hell yes. No need for any of those, though. Fade, Foresight, Defend, and then what? I can just start dunking you out of existence and then split my targets, because it's important to have all of them on relatively low HP. So you can finish them off all around at the same time. Hell yes, Pecker is like an instant kill now. Oh, and that's not really what we were looking for. Lost a bunch of HP there. I'll take the Recite now because the Psalms are AoE damage. Okay, 18 to all enemies, 19 to all enemies. Beautiful. Copy of Replenish. Replenish 1 use of a Wither card in your hand for 3 upgrades to be 2 costs. Sure, we're incentivized to pick it up, but I'm not going to take it. I'll be taking Resilience here, thank you. And, pre-upgraded Insights. I think Warrior's Essence is pretty good for us. Drawing extra cards per turn is actually really good for us, right? Yeah, it is. Drawing extra cards per turn is really, really, really good for us, courtesy of the fact that... Ooh, hell yeah. Speaking of, whenever you enter a rest site, during the next combat, the first card played each turn also draws a card. Specifically because the Awakened form is going to have us draw a bunch of cards. Play a bunch of cards cheaply. Taking Dark Deal actually seems like a relatively good idea here as well. Yeah. On startup, choose 1 of 2 random black cards to put into your deck. Rewind, I mean, if I have that after I get my Awakened form out, we can play it. Sure. Or if I had it in exactly the right hand. Sure, we'll take call. More than happy to. Half bad. So I gotta defend Perfected Strike here or something. Really rather not if I can avoid it. Okay, we can use another Resilience on the previous one. Okay, and now we'll start powering up this... Let's take Machine Spirit. Powering up this brace. I was hoping to get Machine Spirit as well as Awakened form in the same hand here. Definitely should have done that in the inverted order, my bad. We're just going to be stuck in this fight for a while, it feels like. Survival Instincts. Know thy foe gives us Leader's Execution, which I can use. Oh, right, because I'm not entangled. Oh, of course I forgot about that. That was the whole point of the deck, and of course I forgot about it. Flinch, pre-upgraded? I do kind of want that. So wait, I can go rest, elite, jump over here for the rest. Yeah, I do want to do that. Not only does it help me anti-wither a card, but the upgrades are just so damn important. Cost reduction below 0 allows us to get some X-cost cards to be completely nutty. Actually, you know what? If I just jump back in this direction, I save myself an extra leap. Okay. Soon we'll have this whole deck upgraded. You'll see. You'll all see. Add a new Fractal Strike to your discard pile. Why would I want that? I'll take Collect here. Just to make things easy. Hell, I'll even take Awakened Form and Evade in the first hand. So we Awaken Form first, then Evade, and now we have, hey, some real good costs on our cards. Recite's still pretty important. Get that AoE. Well, It doesn't feel too great right now, though. God, these fights take a ridiculously long period of time due to the style of this deck. It's like a frustratingly long period of time. I can't really play that Blood Ritual right there. As much as I want the effect of it. Definitely don't want the HP loss on the front. Let's know thy foe. Book's Flurry. Deal 2 non-attack damage for every card played this combat. Okay, so it can't be strength buffed. Know thy foe again. Gives us Retromancer's Bite. Sure. Alright then. Woo! Full House is ridiculous with this right now. Oh, even Collect is ridiculous with this. Lovely. Love that that's actually an energy refund at this point. Sloth immediately auto-plays itself, so we really need to kill this turn. And so we do. Completely ignore those. March ahead. Crown of Simplicity, the first starter card you play each turn. It's played twice. Not bad. Has a lot of synergistic value with other things. Like upgrades to your starter cards. Punishment. Yeah, sure, we'll take a punishment in here. Do I want it in my opening hand, though? Definitely want Awakened Form. I'll take it. Because then I can use the punishment in order to get extra energy back. Hell yeah. Remove all buffs from an enemy. Add a treasure to the discard pile when you attack it. That's probably not a buff. Nope, it counts as a buff. Okay, it gets removed. Did just want to see. Beautifully lame. An entirely uninteresting turn, but sometimes uninteresting is excellent. Definitely should have done that in a completely different order and played extra cards at the very end there. I forgot that the Centennial Puzzle was going to draw the extra cards for me. Courtesy of the fact that I'd only just picked it up. Oh, Ceremony is a starter card. Okay, so the Crown of Simplicity is going to be really good for this character in particular. Okay, double play Ceremony obviously here. Make sure to stun that enemy and just pump in a ridiculous amount of damage while we can. Here, I'll even take the Wings of Safety. This should be pretty easy kill. Whenever you draw this card, you cannot draw additional cards this turn. Aww. Lame. I had the survival instinct. Not that it would have helped at all, but still. Lame. Pretty easy kill right there. Juzu Bracelet, normal enemy encounters and no longer encountered in question mark rooms, as well as... It's like a Warrior's Essence here. Alright, so we get more upgrades. We are going to have every card in our deck upgraded. Hey, cool. Now that it's only happening once every couple fights, I feel okay taking the blow there. Curious Feather would be really good for this deck. Gain an extra power extra strength rather every single time you play a power card. Completely pass over this turn effectively. Just trying to get all that ritual stacked. Nice. To Silent Blow 1, Perfected Strike another, and then I guess I'm just taking damage the final one. Damn it. Oh, that's going to be 50% more as well? That's a lot of damage. That's something I definitely wasn't thinking about before. I should probably rest here. Yep, and we're definitely not going to the heart. Do I risk the ability to go to the heart? If I fight this nightmare, I possibly die, but the Black Potion and the Dark Deal could actually get me an easy kill. I need the Emerald Key if I want to have the ability to go past. I think I have to. Yikes. I'll take the Virus in the deck. Definitely put the Awakened one and the Resilience in my opening hand as well. Double play the first starter card, get the Know Thy Foe for extra strength every time I play a card, happily. Sure, more than happy to put a Pecker in the deck. Alright, the Virus Energetic. Gain an energy when drawn, adds a random virus to your hand. So we also got Coagulating, which is 6 block, happily. It does look like I'm probably just going to be bypassing this turn. So, yep. Definitely looks like that, in fact. Remove all of your debuffs from Bounce Back. Beautiful. Take that happily. Obviously, double up Ritual. So we can transform the enemy there. 14 twice will actually completely transform the enemy. Sure, we'll do that. Great. They do no damage as a direct result of that. We knew that was going to be the case because we'd played all of the language to the enemy. That's actually what we were aiming for the entire time as well. Enemy's stunned, so I can just continue attacking here. Oh, hell yes. Full House goes super well in this deck, specifically when generated, so I don't have to worry about its wither value. Hell of a lot of damage we managed to sneak in there. And this will be our easy kill. Okay, so I thought this fight was going to be a lot harder. Just because historically for us it is. The boot, whenever you deal 4 or less unblocked attack damage, increase it to 5, as well as the Emerald Key, another Black Potion, which will probably take over the Ancient Potion there. Nothing else I'm interested in. We'll reverse Withering on one of our Raven's Hexes, and then the other is probably an upgrade, because it'll just upgrade the entire rest of our deck. Every card in the deck upgraded. Lovely. Take a Death's Touch here, I think. Or Fate. Actually, Fate's probably a better idea here. So we do want... Oh, we've already got Fate in the opening hand. Beautiful. So we do want Awakened Form, Know Thy Foe, because those are going to be proposing the most powerful cards. Right. Throw a Hex on you. Use a Fate here and get... Ooh. Fetch 5 cards. You've exhausted this combat. Menacing. The next 2 attacks you play stun any enemy they hit for 1 turn. Sure, we'll Menacing, then just double attack the enemy here. It's a bunch of stun for you. Play 1 more card. Right, reset the enemy's turn. I don't have a bunch of strength, so the core is actually quite poor for me. But we'll see. We might be able to gain a bunch of strength soon. Double Ceremony, and hell, double Ritual Body. Don't want to use anything else that turn, though. Sure, we'll take a Mimic Warrior as well. There we go, no more stun. Although you're now very decrepit. Okay, I want to be able to play 5 cards next turn, so I'm going to hold off on doing anything else this turn as well. Warrior Spirit to double up like a core would be effective. Okay. So it's probably Resilience, Resilience, Stunning Strike, Blood. No, it's Stunning Strike, then it's Ceremony, which gets doubled. Beautiful. Alright, we now have a reasonable amount of ritual going on. Things are getting a lot better for our hero. Battle Trance, damn. I could Battle Trance a Warrior's Essence here for a bunch of damage. I'll even Blood Ritual first. Then Strike. Strike. Defend. I'm throwing this Strike. A Sneaky Strike. And then Warriors plus Warrior's Essence. Get a bunch of healing out of that. Now, the enemy obviously gets to damage me here. Well, actually, not at all. But if I can deal 38 damage in this turn, we've got the kill. And we do. There's the core. I did it! I did it again! You are kidding me. I'll tell you what it is. It's seeing the Wither option just completely overrides the fact that there's a recall option, and this is just my brain, right? It's nothing to do with the way it's designed. It's just that I'm a bit dumb. I see the Wither option and I think, oh, we're in a campfire. Oh, there's only 5 options here. Well, 4 options here. Well, that means I must be in a bonfire, and none of the options are recall. Well, it's another Beaked win. Sure, it didn't go to the heart. Neither of them did, but I don't know if either of them could have beaten the heart. Would have needed some wacky shenanigans in this one especially. The other build probably had a far better chance. But for the moment, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire modded. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we will see you next time.